Shannon says, mistakes only happen during nap and rest times. Should I send diapers to daycare for him to put in just while sleeping? Oh, for him to put him in just while sleeping. At home, the only time we're using them is when it's time for bed. I also have been putting a diaper on him, and she changes him into a trainer and tinyup. Should I be putting him into a trainer and tinyup and get a protector for the car seat? That's always a tricky thing, and it's kind of hard. Let me see the rest of your question. Earlier this month, we did a 5-day learning stretch. First 2 days were naked. 6th day went to daycare, and since mistakes were very limited, she said due to sanitary reasons, we'd have to have a cover. Only had one miss, to my surprise, when we got home and went into the restroom. She had him in one of your trainers with a plastic Gerber over it, and he was still dry. So she sounds very supportive. You are very lucky, Shannon. 7th day, dry all day in between being placed on the potty. This week, however, he's been sent home each day with a wet trainer, and it's happening during nap rest time. Other than that, still doing great. Is this all normal? That's better than normal. I think it's great. I'm not sure how old your child is, Shannon. Not seeing it in here. But if that's when they're happening, misses are happening during nap and rest times, even at daycare, then what I would do is, use a backup that would help him during that time. If he pees in the car seat regularly, you're probably going to want to put him in a backup that works for you during that too. So it's okay to go back and forth, basically what I'm saying, between diapers and pull-ups, trainers and tinyups during daycare transitions and naps and stuff. You'll know when it's time to stop when he just gets too comfortable in them. So that's sort of the marker of when to lessen the backup, and get into something that's less protective. But I think it's wonderful that she's having you do a cover, and also only having one wet trainer a day at daycare is amazing. There were days when Cooper had like 4. So I would always send 5 backups, I think you're doing great. So yes, it's normal, and I would absolutely just do whatever really works for you for sleeping and for car seat. Branson started daycare or preschool 2 days last week and the week before. I put him in tinyups on the first day because that's what we do at home. But he hadn't pooped yet, so I don't really feel comfortable with that because I know it's a nasty mess up if a cleanup is very messy. So the next day I put him in a diaper there because he hadn't pooped yet, but I also told her, if he starts pooping, to go ahead and potty him. But what that did was make me feel better because then I knew that Laura wouldn't have to clean it up out of tinyup if there were a miss. If he's pooped before daycare, I would just put him in a trainer and a tinyup and get in there in the car seat because we only live 4 minutes from daycare, from preschool. It depends on how far away you are and how likely it is to have misses in the car seat. But we had one wet during the tinyups day, and that's it. I don't know about the diaper day, but I do know that he went for her a couple of times. I also, on long outings where I'm running a lot of errands, I made the mistake the other day of having him in a tinyup, and I had like 3 wets, and it got through to the pants because I only do them solo. And for me, it just wasn't working. So if I know I'm going to have a lot of errands to do in a row, because I haven't had my babysitter in the morning for a while, I've been doing a lot of errands with him. I'm just going to put him in a disposable. And I know that he signals well in it. And I also know that if I can't get to him, he can use it. I can rely on it as a very effective backup that will keep his pants dry. So there's that kind of in-between place. I feel like we're both there. And you just do the best you can, and then you'll pretty much know when you're ready to move on because it'll be getting too comfortable or to go in the direction that you don't really agree with. And that's when you know to change things. And work with your caregiver. She sounds really amazing, and she's willing to do this for you. Have a sip of tea. I'm faster when I'm tired. This is going great. I don't want to jinx it.